but we must move on because, as it turns out, we've run slightly behind schedule, and it is time to go a little bit up north from America.
Yeah, let's discover all together the beautiful country of Canada for an iconic demonstrations. They are flying. We've seen already today a 9-ship display. No, that was a 7-ship because of some adaptations due to technical issues. But we're gonna see something else right now. Another. That's not a 9-ship. I'm so sorry about that. That's an 8-ship display. They are flying the Tutors.
We forgive you. You're a bit tired.
Yeah, thanks a lot. We shall proceed, ladies and gentlemen. Please give it up for the Virtual Snowbirds.
Good morning, afternoon, and evening from wherever you may be viewing from. On behalf of all the members of the Virtual 431 Air Demonstration Squadron, welcome to the 2025 Virtual Snowbirds VIAF performance. My name is Ian Bruce, Virtual Snowbird 10 from Gallatin, Tennessee, and it is my pleasure to narrate today's performance. Joining me today is our safety pilot and streamer, Virtual Snowbird 11, Serhiy Fedin, call sign Daisy from Simferopol, Crimea. Daisy is a student pilot working as a technical dispatcher in a flight school, and in his free time, he enjoys car racing. And Virtual Snowbird 13... Snowbird 13, Howning Q, call sign Blue from Beijing, China. Blue is a commercial airplane and helicopter pilot working as a flight instructor in Toronto. Today, the Virtual Snowbirds will perform a 7-ship display featuring some of our team's most difficult formations and maneuvers. The team has recently departed from Novorossiysk and is currently completing their Shakeout maneuver. This is a positive 5G pull followed by a negative 2G push. This ensures not only are the sims ready for today's performance, but the pilots themselves. The Virtual Snowbirds would like to thank our sponsors and partners. With their support, the team was able to display at this year's Aero Gatineau 2025. The Virtual Snowbirds drew steady crowds with 4 VR flight simulators, letting guests slip into the cockpit and try their hand at formation flying, 1 versus 1 dogfighting, and taking the controls of the legendary P-51 Mustang and Supermarine Spitfire. Throughout the weekend, families, aviation enthusiasts, and curious first-timers lined up for a turn, supported by the powerful hardware of AMD, Asus, Canada Computers, and Pit Lane Sim Racing. Fans young and old jumped at the opportunity to experience the amazing modules provided by Digital Combat Simulator. The Virtual Snowbirds fly the DCS CT-114 Tutor, developed by Granelli Designs with artwork from FJM Aero. Featuring a custom flight and systems model built with over 20,000 lines of code. Our Tutor module features accurate engine, hydraulic, and electrical systems, all validated by real Tutor pilots. Originally introduced in the 1960s, the Canadian CT-114 Tutor served as the RCAF's primary jet trainer until 2000. Powered by a single J85 engine producing 2,700 pounds of thrust, the straight-wing Tutor reaches over 400 knots while delivering sports car-like handling. Thanks to the dedicated maintenance it receives, it remains the perfect platform for the Snowbirds aerial demonstrations. Okay, Virtual International Air Festivals, it's showtime. Look behind center stage for the 7 twinkling lights of the VIG formation and listen live into the cockpit of Virtual Snowbird 1 as the boss calls for the team's check-in.
Running in for the high show. Virtual Snowbirds, check in.
Number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1. Time to fire it up over the Virtual International Air Festival. Smoke now!
Your 2025 Virtual Snowbirds! Smooth and accurate flying is essential for our 2 inner pilots. Flying in the inner right wing position is Virtual Snowbird 2, Tom Mihilich, call sign Racer from Detroit, Michigan. Racer has previously flown as an inner, an outer, a STEM cat, and as flight lead. In his free time, Tom enjoys amateur radio and flying his RC aircraft. Anchored on the inner left wing position is Virtual Snowbird 3, Asan Sajad, call sign Packets from Toronto, Ontario. Packets is a flight instructor in Toronto with over 1,300 hours of flight experience. In his free time, he likes to play guitar. Now returning from the right, the team has moved the T formation for the Bottomside silhouette pass. the Snowbirds formation is composed by our two line of stern pilots, better known as the STEM Cats. The first line of stern pilot is Virtual Snowbird 4, Chris Karstens, call sign Sega from West Palm Beach, Florida. Chris is a programmer by trade and is a licensed pilot with over 200 hours flying between powered and non-powered aircraft. Sega serves as the show team training pilot, and this is his second year with the team.
Time stood still, just like a photograph you made.
The team is now returning from the left in Speedbird formation, named after the white bird painted on the bottom of our jets. Watch as the team performs the Speedbird loop and Bottomside silhouette pass.
They say you know it, but you know it, I don't know. Promise that you hold me close, don't let me go. Take my heart, don't break it. Love me to my bones. All this time I rested. You were right there all along. You and I stargazing, intertwining songs.
Calm, cool, and collected. Our second line of stern pilot is Matthew Hines, call sign Squinty from Carleton Place, Ontario. Squinty works as a painting contractor and was a Canadian Forces officer for 20 years within the Canadian Cadet Program as a cadet instructor. Stumpy enjoys spending much of his time with his wife playing computer games, streaming on Twitch, and outdoor activities. Yeah! The inners and outers have transitioned to mini Concorde formation, flying off the STEM Cats in our dynamic 360-degree rolling maneuver. Outside of our large formations, take aggressive and smooth flying by our two outer pilots. Flying Virtual Snowbird 6 is Rick Stewart, call sign Pickles from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Pickles joined the team in 2023 and brings almost 20 years of pilot training experience in both military and civilian applications, with more than 4,000 hours of flight time. He enjoys playing all sports and keeping active outdoors, as well as experimenting with virtual reality flight training. The team is now returning in Card 7 formation as we throw it back to the 1980s with the Card 7 change to double diamond loop and Bottomside. As the team floats over the top, watch as our pilots tighten the 6 feet of wing overlap.
Power back, double diamond go.
veteran of the VSB and has previously flown as an inner, an outer, and a solo. The team is now returning for another throwback, this time all the way back to the 70s. In 1973 and 1974, the Snowbirds were led by retired Colonel George Miller, a former Royal Canadian Air Force Golden Hawk solo pilot. Colonel Miller designed many of the maneuvers still flown by the team. Watch as the team returns for the champagne roll. As they exit for the roll, watch as they enter a wrap and transition to salute formation for a salute silhouette pass. The Diamond is now repositioned for another throwback to 1974, this time for the leader's benefit change to aero roll. Watch for the outers to come from the back of the formation to off the inner's wings. Snowbirds return to show center. Watch for the team to transition to Cormorant formation while the boss takes the team from a left 60-degree 2G turn into a right-hand 60 and 2 bottom side silhouette pass.
I've got a smile on my face and I've got four walls around me. I've got just the sun in the sky, all the water surround me. Oh, you know, yeah, I win now, sometimes I lose. I've been battered, but I never bruise. It's not so bad. And I say, hey, 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 it's just an ordinary day, and it's all your state of mind.
Leading a 9-plane formation takes finesse and superior situational awareness. Virtual Snowbird 1, the boss, is Matthew Weber, call sign Frank from Truro, Nova Scotia. Frank brings 15 years of virtual airshow experience flying with the virtual Canadian Harvard aerobatic team and the virtual CF-18 Hornet demo. Frank flew as Virtual Snowbird 6 in the 2011 season and rejoined the team in 2017 as the boss. Frank is a precision approach radar controller currently posted to 15-wing Moose Jaw.
Making it happen. Follow me, I'm the captain. Put my foot on the gas and go. Here and ready for action. No one does it like Jackson. If it's true, I ain't bragging, no.
The team is now arranging back to Vic formation and rewinding the tapes back to 1976 for the Vic Change Liberty Bell Loop and Bottomside Silhouette Pass.
I got the golden touch. Just like Midas, call me king. See me shining, kiss the rain. Work my way, got the soul. When I walk, it's paved in gold. Ain't a fool, I'm too bright. Make the rules all the time. See that sun up in the sky? Who you think gave her all that light? Oh, I'll light it up, so watch me now. It feels so good, I say.
Do you have a passion for formation aerobatics? Virtual Snowbirds are recruiting for the 2026 Virtual Air Show season. Interested pilots and streamers can apply today at www.virtualsnowbirds.ca. The Snowbirds are now returning for the double diamond roll, flown with 4 feet of wing overlap. This is one of the tightest formations flown by the Snowbirds. Virtual Snowbirds team would not be complete and the show would not be possible without the daily support of the family and friends of the Virtual Snowbirds members. The Virtual Snowbirds would like to particularly acknowledge the assistance of Amanda, Emma, Jen, Natasha, Margaret, Joanne, Ella, and Evan, Karina, Melinda, Olivier, and Gabriel.
If there's a goal that everyone remembers, it was back in 072. We all squeezed the stick and we all pulled the trigger, and all I remember is sitting beside you. You said you didn't give a hockey. I never saw someone say that before. You held my
team is now returning from straight in front in Vic formation. Watch as they perform the Vic Loop, followed by the 7-plane Line-Abreast pass. In 1962, instructors from 2 Canadian Forces flying training schools at CFB Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan created their own airshow team flying yellow World War II T-6 Harvards. They quickly became known as the Goldilocks team, a parody of the famous RCAF Golden Hawks. They quickly became popular in their own right and flew shows in the Prairie Provinces and Ontario until disbanded in 1964. One set they were known for was a deliberately awkward formation with all pilots flying in a side slip. Though originally flown by the Golden Hawks, this pass has now become known as the Goldilocks Pass.
Easing up. Rolling out, stand eye, landing gear. Landing gear, go.
Returning from the right with the Virtual Snowbirds Goldilocks Pass.
Goldilocks, go.
Now look behind as the team returns for a pass overhead in Goose formation, followed by a transition to double diamond formation during the loop.
Power back, double diamond, go.
The team is now returning for a stunning downward split. Your 2025 Virtual Snowbirds. Stick around a little bit longer as the Virtual Snowbirds CF-18 has recently departed from Novorossiysk and is currently rejoining with the Snowbirds for a little treat we have planned for you. watch as the Snowbirds and the CF-18 come back from the left in wedge formation for a bottom-side silhouette pass. Now look as the team comes from the right for a topside pass. Now, from behind, watch as the team comes around and watch as the CF-18 breaks away from the formation. Watch the Snowbirds wrap around in double diamond formation and reverse the formation into a topside pass.
There's a time in your life when the world is on your side. You might not feel it, you might not see it.
Give it up for the CF-18 from the left with the high speed pass. Virtual Snowbirds rejoin and depart back to Novorossiysk, I would like, on behalf of the Virtual Snowbirds team, to thank everyone for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed the show as much as we enjoyed performing this demonstration for you. To learn more about us and our team, and about the world of formation flying, visit us at www.virtualsnowbirds.ca. You have just witnessed the Virtual Snowbirds' second demonstration of the 2025 season and the 17th demonstration in Virtual Snowbirds history. Until next time, keep looking up and keep your dreams in formation.
And we are back. Hi chat, hi again. I hope you enjoyed this demonstration, which was certainly lovely. To be perfectly frank with you, we watched it whilst eating a good old-fashioned Swiss raclette, and it was a really, really great show. I really liked the parts where they compared the real pictures of what the Snowbirds did with what they are currently doing in the simulator.
Yes, indeed, and we could make a comparison between what's used to be done and what is done today, and that makes the thing very, very interesting.
Yes, it is, and I mean, we keep talking about it. I'm not going to spend 5 minutes on this topic again, but I mean, preserving legacy is important, and it's something that we can and should do with flight simulation.
Yeah, that's a help that we have today. It wasn't the same thing 10 years ago, so we should for sure explore it as much as possible. I'm trying to log back the chat because I have a connection issue.
Well, I can show you mine.
Ah, excellent, just to see the reaction of everyone here. Yeah, globally, they loved it.
No, yes, they did. I mean, to be expected from the Snowbirds, who usually have a very good level. And this year, I think they improved production quite a bit as well.
Yeah, many things about that, and I believe that they try to make, and they succeed actually. They try to make an economical model around the team with sponsors and everything like that. So that makes a huge difference, and to be honest, I love it because that increase the level of everyone here.
Yes, and I mean, I think most importantly, everyone else in the chat,
yes,
in the viewership liked it as well, and that's the most important thing. Now, I would like to launch something before